If you are anything like me, crimes and investigations are really entertaining. I follow things such as Criminal Minds seasons, Dateline episodes, and even real news stories just to figure out what happens at the end. Now, even if you aren't into these things as much as I am, I'm sure at one point in your life you have heard about a committed crime. I want you to think about that time. What do you remember about it? What was the offense? Do you know what the sentencing was for it? I'm sure you couldn't answer that last question as fast. Good morning. My name is Taylor Landau. One of the most common sentences for capital crime is the death penalty. If you are not familiar with the death penalty, Gale defines it as the punishment of execution administered to someone legally convicted of a capital crime. Now, you may agree with it or you may not, but today I am here to inform you about why the death penalty should be abolished. The death penalty has been widely accepted in our society since the late 1900s, according to Gale. Although recently, the brutality as well as the inhumane aspects of it has caused many to change their opinions. In our society today, there are more individuals that are against the death penalty, but some groups remain persistent in their opposing views. I am not aware of your opinions in regards to capital punishment, nor will I judge them, but I want to elaborate to you why the support of the death penalty does no good for anyone. You may ask, why would I even care about the death penalty? But the truth is, our world today faces more crime than it ever has. We are constantly watching, reading, or unfortunately even firsthand seeing these crimes happen. When another crime occurs, another sentencing is given, and that sentencing could be the death penalty. Whenever things like this happen, the opinion of the public is present. And truth is, everyone has an opinion, even about things such as the death penalty. With majority of us being able to vote, it gives us the opportunity to share our views on different things. The death penalty is a great way to use your voice and to really create an impact with your personal opinion. If you haven't understood yet, the reason you should care about the death penalty is because it is something that happens in our world every day, whether you recognize it or don't. Additionally, it is a way to be present in voting and share your opinion privately or publicly. Like I've mentioned, I do not know where you stand with capital punishment. I know reasons of support can vary between each individual and their personal, moral, and religious beliefs. But one of the most common reasons in support of the death penalty is because it is a fair punishment for committed crimes. Most people believe that inhumane actions need to be punished with an inhumane consequence. Although I do agree prisoners need to face fair punishment, the death penalty is not the way to do it. The reason the death penalty is not the best consequence is because it does not actually punish prisoners. Instead, it gives them what they want and what they desire. Robinson explains that multiple inmates have expressed how they do not see the death penalty as a sentence. They see it as an escape from punishment. To inmates, the thought of dying heavily outweighs spending life in jail. The death penalty sounds way more appealing because they can find a way out of their sentencing and won't have to spend time in prison. Additionally, Robin has noted that it has been found between 1993 and 2002, 75 prisoners volunteered for death over than any other sentencing. Many prisoners opt for the death penalty because they believe they will not have to spend years in jail. Additionally, another reason they choose the death penalty is because the thought of prison causes a lot of inmates stress and anxiety. In order to avoid those feelings, they desire dying and they desire the death penalty. Throughout the progression of time, the death penalty has been used as a selfish escape for many inmates. The reason why prisoners think the death penalty is a reward instead of a punishment is heavily dependent on their mental state. Prisoners typically do not have rational thinking, and they decide illogical things in the spur of the moment. This is why this group of people tends to favor the death penalty and actually have the desire to die. The mental well-being of prisoners is not stable. However, actually staying in prison can provide them with the resources to get better. Having these resources will actually reduce crime as well. Therefore, prisoners should stay in jail rather than facing the death penalty. Because would you actually want someone's punishment to be what they want? It might just be me, but this seems extremely unfair to the victims and those that were affected by whatever crime was committed. Today, I hope I have presented you with a perspective you have not seen, especially in regards to the views prisoners have. The death penalty is ineffective because it does not punish the group of people that deserves to be punished. Instead, the support of the death penalty helps prisoners as they have more people wanting the same thing as them. So when choosing if you are in favor of the death penalty or not, it should be about what punishment you want the convicted to face, not what punishment they want, as choosing the death penalty means choosing the prisoners. If there is one thing I want you to take away from this, it is that supporting the death penalty does not equate to fairness. Thank you.